And welcome back to MLG Columbus, and of course we have Curse Las Vegas going up against the boys in Elevate Access. The match has already begun, so let's go ahead and hop right into this here and see what is going on with Miracles. It's going to be Blitz on Octane, the battleground here for game number 3. Can Curse Las Vegas 3-0 Elevate Access? I don't know. I think Elevate could very well answer back in this game. I'm looking at players like Miyagi and Conquer to come out big in this one.
Yeah, they're going to need to, and it comes down to, can they just put those 2 losses behind them? They need to find themselves some momentum. They really just need to try and get their foot in the door. And, you know, once they do, if they are not able to pick up this map, you know, they could arguably maybe take Las Vegas to a 5th map. Who knows? Have to wait and see. But for now, it is going to be Elevate who actually get the first goal. Yeah,
Miyagi able to run right through that one there as he's going to be making his way around here from Club, working with Shock. Let's see if they can continue to push on forward. He got some smoke down that's going to give him some cover and a potential opportunity to move in. Finding one player, Miyagi is able to take him out. That's going to leave the, actually, let's see here, where we have, oh man, one player was going to be in the backfield, another one actually going to be creeping up now on Club. That is going to be Parasite. Conquer, though, on your screen. He's going to look around to see if he can find anyone coming around the side from the store here. I don't know if he is going to, let's see here. Where is my friend Conquer? So they're actually not going to be pushing up too aggressive here on the store, as you can see on the mini map at the top left. They have just players that they're anticipating them to move on the right side, so they're just moving in.
Miyagi is in a I thought he was going to be able to do it. He was actually in a triangle of Curse players.
That's
he was
never
all by himself there. He was trying to be a bit of a sneaky beaver, pushing that right-hand side, and unfortunately did get taken down. But yet to see Curse Las Vegas actually get off the scoreboard off to a start here. 3 minutes remaining of this first side, and it is actually going to be Elevate who do have that lead, and Miyagi's going to get the knife from behind. Now can he try and push to try and get a score? You can see Curse Las Vegas immediately turning around on that minimap, but can he get there in time? That's going to be the question. The knee slide could come in. Is he going to get it? No, he's not.
No.
The kill comes in just in time, and that is going to keep the lead at just 1-0 for now. And whilst all that's going on, Curse are going to go ahead and cap themselves a point of their own. That's going to level things up 1 apiece.
Oh man, and it seems like they could be setting up something yet again here to make a cap happen. It's going to be one player lingering in the back. That is going to be Miracles, as he's going to creep his way in, and he manages to get the goal, making it 2-1 here. And we have Curse taking the lead for the first time early in this game. It is going to have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in it, though, so there's still plenty of action to be had. And we're only on the first half here, Ben. So honestly, I mean, we were casting a game yesterday, I believe, Strictly Business versus Adversity, that actually had 20 caps in the first round. That's insane.
It was ridiculous. The first side ended 10-10. 20 caps in 5 minutes. It was absolutely ridiculous. And right now, it is going to be Curse, who are just starting to pull away a little bit. They started very slow, but now they have a 3-1 cap lead. And looking at that minimap on the top left of your screen, you can see there is one player. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's Miyagi. In fact,
Shock.
It's Shock. So Shock trying to go all the way around the outside, has the support of his teammate Miyagi, and this is where now they need to try and set up some form of a relay, because Curse, they're pinned in the back of their base, and Shock is going to be left by himself as Miyagi does go down. He's going to pick up 1. Can he now try and work his way towards that capture point?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, he is going to have Conquer coming up on the right side and Kalani on the left. So there are going to be 3 players, and that's what I love about Blitz. It's a game of inches. You're going to creep up little by little. You're going to take your time here. You have time to work with as well. You have 1 minute and 15 seconds to work with. You have 3 players inside of the Curse base here. Let's see if they can do anything about it. Miyagi, he is going to be waiting around as his teammate Shock was able to get a cap, making that 3-2, but they had shut down. No chance for a relay.
But look at this. Shock straight off spawn, immediately pushing that left-hand side. He knows it's going to be wide open. But there is someone from Curse pushing and being very aggressive. That should be, who's it going to be actually?
I got you on this one, buddy. That's going to be Parasite. And he's moving in. A good stop there as Elevate managed to stay alive on this one, not allowing them to make that lead 4-2 as we have 45 seconds left on the clock here. Players from Curse are going to be pushing up. There will be one player, though, on the Elevate Access side. That is going to be Kalani making his way around. Unfortunately, he gets stopped right away by the defender Nameless for Curse. And we could see Curse actually moving here as all 4 are going to be down. Miracles is going to be making his way over for that cap. Let's see if he can make it happen. 4 players spawning over by the Club. Miracles knows that his teammate has his back. A couple players in back by Club, and Miracles not able to secure that one, but his teammate moving in for that one. That's going to be Parasite, making it 4-2.
Can he try and get the relay? That's going to be the big question. He managed to get 1 kill, 10 seconds left. The point's going to come up in 1 second. He could just knee slide it. He gets it as well. 5-2. I believe he actually got shot as well, but the capture counts. 2 seconds left. The first side of Blitz Octane is going to end 5 captures to 2 in favor of Curse Las Vegas.
Wow, Curse playing great right now. And here goes your final kill cam. Nameless he actually managed to defend that pretty well. You know, he was set up. He was like, hey, man, you know, if there's like a miracle opportunity where I can get like a couple more seconds, I'm going to move in for it. World star. But yeah, so it seems like Curse, granted though, Elevate Excess, it's only a three cap lead. I mean, that's nothing in
really
this game side.
It's absolutely nothing. And considering how strong they started in that first side, you know, they could easily reduce this very, very quickly within this first minute. And I'm curious to see how Miyagi's going to start off. He's actually going to die straight off the bat, so that's an unfortunate play from him. Meanwhile, Curse Las Vegas are not wasting any time. You can see one player on that minimap just behind enemy lines, so to speak, and if he picks up that kill, and look at just how defensive he's being. That one orange arrow at the top of your screen, but whilst all that was going on, the juke goes in, and you can see another orange arrow just run that in, and Curse Las Vegas going to extend that lead.
All right, and then Kalani is, I'm taking a look here at Kalani, seeing what he's going to be bringing to the table, lingering over by the club side, and looking around to see if he can find anything. As he is able to secure a couple kills. He's going to be watching that midfield there, and of course watching club to see if anyone's going to be creeping out. They want to try and see if they can force them, get aggressive, and force them to spawn back club. That will give them an opportunity to potentially run maybe 1 or 2 caps here if they can manage to get the connection. But Kalani, unfortunately, there's going to be a player behind him. He gets sniped. You saw that one unfold, and that is unfortunate. Yeah,
very unfortunate indeed. Meanwhile, Curse Las Vegas once again going to be running riot down the left-hand side. It's going to be Miracles this time. He is going to get taken down. Has the support of one of his teammates. I believe that's actually going to be Parasite, who's very pushed up. Should get an easy kill here. There's going to be the second one. And you see immediately turns around, starts pre-aiming that window. Parasite is going to get taken down before he could even do anything. That's an unfortunate play from him. But Curse, with this 6-2 lead, they're looking very comfortable right now, Golden Boy.
Yeah, look what Snaville's doing, man. He's just hanging out. He's chilling. Well, because he was waiting to see if anyone's going to come around through gas, right? And he does identify one player. His teammate does manage to secure that one. Finding another player over here right by Store, able to secure that as well. And that is going to open things up here for maybe even Stainville to move in and potentially get a cap. A player is going to locate him. Shots exchanged. Stainville goes for the challenge, wins the gun battle, low on ammo, no hair, don't care, but he gets taken out. And
Stainville's 18-7 right now. He is having a phenomenal game. Miracles, he's only 9-17, so he's having a pretty poor game, to be fair to him, but it doesn't really matter because he's got that OBJ, he's got that cap, and he's supporting his team, which is always going to be the crucial thing. He's kind of baiting himself out in certain situations.
And another cap.
That's really nice to see, the way that this Curse team are really using teamwork to their full effect.
Yep, and another cap there for Curse, as they were able to make this one 7-2, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Again, very winnable for Elevate. They just need to find their groove. But Miracle's making his way, and he gets stopped over by the parking lot, or by the garage, excuse me. If that was an entire lot, that'd be crazy. But he does get stopped over there by garage. And Nameless and Stainville, they're going to be just watching the midfield here, seeing if anyone's going to creep around. Nameless is hanging out up top motel. And then you have Stainville, who's actually working the truck here, top pawn. You know, again, it's
not missing.
They're doing a phenomenal job of just being able to allow Parasite and Miracles the opportunity to just move in. And Miracles, like you said, kind of being that bait player. He's just allowing them that opportunity to move in and allowing Parasite that opportunity to move in and make a cap happen. It's just been working out lovely for them here, and they're keeping them at bay. But finally, we might see Elevate start something up, push forward. Can this be the opportunity that they've been looking for? But unfortunately, they get stopped right away. Miyagi's going to be all by his lonesome over here in the backfield by Curse. He is able to secure 2 kills. See if he can go ahead and actually make a cap happen. There are going to be no players inside of the hill area. He's going to use that coverage. He's going to have a guy spawn back there, and he gets taken out. Miyagi not able to do it. Big stop out of Curse to not allow them to get any kind of ground. No motivation for you, sir.
There's a Curse player just running around the point. It was Miracles. He didn't even cap it. He was just running circles because he knew exactly where Elevate were going to spawn there. So he's just having a little bit of fun as this Blitz Octane game comes to a close in the last 1 minute. 8-2 lead. It would take a huge effort if they're going to have any chance. It can't be done now.
Yeah, it can't be done. It's mathematically impossible at this point, but that is pretty much going to do it. Curse Las Vegas manages to secure the victory 3-0 here against Elevate Excess. It was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, you know, Elevate, they took it to them at the start there, man. They were going at it back and forth. Elevate seemed like they were going to find their bearings, but then Curse was able to get that momentum in their control. And then from there, they just ran away with it. And Elevate does manage to score a cap there to save some space, but it's all said and done. Curse Las Vegas, they definitely showed why they're going to be one of the teams to fear in throughout the rest of this tournament, Benson.
Yeah, they really are playing like the champions that everyone kind of predicts them to be at the end of this event. They've had a very, very strong game. I mean, Nameless, 24-16. Stainville, 22-13. I mean, those two just slaying around. And then Parasite, 24-16 with 6 caps as well.
I got to give a shout out, though, to Miyagi, dude.
He's playing so well.
21, multiple doubles as well. He was playing amazing. He was actually moving in there and pushing and playing his heart out. But also the rest of the roster, too, did play well. It's just, you know what it is? They ran into the wall. They ran into, you know, the immovable object there, if you will. And honestly, this has just been, it was a hard-fought battle again. But Curse Las Vegas, they are a dominant team in this tournament. Like you said before, Parasite, 24-17, 6 caps.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy. Getting those kills and getting those captures as well, doing everything he possibly could as the handshakes come out from both these two teams. And, you know, that's exactly why Stainville said he feels very confident in this team. You know, performances just like that. I mean, 22-13 from Stainville, that's a great, great performance from him as well. And he played solid throughout. Yeah. So keep your eyes out on him. Potential MVP. Yeah, I'm calling it now. I'm going to call it straight off the bat. Potential MVP. Keep your eye out on Stainville.
If there's one player that I want to see win a tournament more than anybody, it's Stainville. Period.
He's such a nice guy.
Well, not only that, man, he's probably one of the more deserving players, you know. And just the dude's a legend, period. You know, he's a living legend out there. So, but yeah, so honestly, it was again, hard-fought battle between two very talented teams. I expect to see a lot out of Elevate Excess. They are going to go into the losers bracket, and they are going to get their bearings together. You know, they ran into what the top of the competition feels like. At this point, you can't let that knock you. You have to. You just have to continue to be motivated. You're lost. That's it. It's over. Move on. That's the way it works in these tournaments. There's no rest for the weary here. And the talent on Elevate Excess is very capable of doing making some moves.
As you said, you know, Miyagi, he really did play solid throughout that whole series, and the rest of his team they all played well, but it was just inconsistent at times. They pull that together, which is, you know, that's all you need to do. You need to sit down, have a chat, say, yeah, all right, we've got this. We can come through the loser bracket because, as you said, they kind of ran into the best of the best essentially straight off the bat, which is always going to be tough. So going into that loser bracket, you just need to compose yourselves down and just say, yeah, all right, we can come through this. We can get back and potentially get to that grand final.
Yeah, that's right. But speaking of, you know, Curse Las Vegas and all that good stuff, we have Nameless actually out on the floor with our boy Jax. Jax, what's going on?
What is up, guys? I am here with my old buddy Nameless. Nameless, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
So you guys just had a really convincing 3-0 victory. Is that what we can expect from Curse Las Vegas all weekend?
Yeah, I think so. If we play like we did in that match, we should win the tournament.
Wow, so that's a lot of confidence. I mean, there's definitely a lot of hype around your team right now in Ghost. How do you guys feel about Ghost so far?
I like the game. I like the way my team understands it so far. And I think it's a good game as far as competitive goes. There's just a few things that need to be added. But I think it's a pretty good game.
So last time we saw you in Orlando for Full Sail, you were on Unite. But since then, you and Parasite have obviously made some changes. You've gone to an organization. Can you tell me a little bit about the new lineup?
Yeah, we got me, Parasite, who've been teaming, you know, since the last game. Miracles, who won the championships with Parasite, and Stainville.
So are you pretty confident in this new lineup compared to your old squad?
Yeah, way more confident. I think we're much better than the last squad. We don't argue at all. My last squad argued a lot. And I think we're going to be much better because of that.
What kind of preparation, because you guys have been on the grind for this game. You haven't been taking Ghost lightly. What kind of level of preparation have you put into getting ready for Columbus?
We've played 6 to 8 hours every single day, every day. We got the game. We didn't get off it since, you know, the day before the event.
You guys are definitely, you came here prepared. You're definitely ready to show everyone what's up. Are there any teams you're looking forward to playing?
Complexity. I want to play them. You know, they're the guys that have won every tournament so far, and I want to take them off the map again.
You think you can do it in Ghost?
Yeah, I did it in the last game at PAX. I want to do it here.
Awesome. So this is Nameless from Curse Las Vegas, getting a big 3-0 victory to start off the day. Guys, we're going to have a quick commercial, but we'll be right back.